I'm not fearless. And welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben. This is my review for a Netflix film, Fearless. A teen gamer is forced to level up to full-time babysitter when his favorite video game drops 3 superpowered infants from space into his backyard. Corey Edwards directed this. You may recognize his work from Hoodwink.
You ever thought about decaffeinated coffee?
Back in 2005. If you haven't seen that film, I highly recommend it. It has a very clever script and tongue-in-cheek script, and I feel like that's probably one of the best things about this film.
That was weird.
So the demographic for this film is definitely aged at a young family group. I feel like youngsters will really get something out of this, like just below 12s, probably from about 8 and up. And then there's some jokes that that's going to be around for adults, and then for the whole family there's this adventure that you get to go through. If you took Jack Jack times 3, and then you had to babysit Jack Jack from The Incredibles, is pretty much what this film is. It doesn't do anything new, really. You've seen this film a lot of times before, and the animation isn't the greatest. I have to say that there were the backgrounds of the film. So when you see the characters, I enjoyed them, how they're created, how they look. The babies' heads are like ginormous, which is kind of accurate. If you've had kids, you know that when your babies are born, they kind of have to grow into their heads, and it's quite hilarious that they're almost like these little, those doll heads that kind of move about. And so when the film focuses on the characters, I feel like the animation is strongest there. But when you see the backgrounds, especially landscapes, it feels very early, like PS2, PS3 games, or like a Saturday morning cartoon series. That's kind of what you would expect. That's my only real negativity with this film, and apart from that, we've seen this done before. On the whole, this film is really enjoyable. If you're going to watch it with the family, although you've seen the story before, there is dialogue in here that I feel like adults will really connect with in a, oh, that's a joke for me sort of thing. And then there'll be jokes that are so bad that the adults will laugh out and the teens will laugh out if you're watching this together with your family, because there was one moment when my teen son and I cracked up laughing, not because the joke was funny, because it was so bad we were laughing. So there are moments like that where the characters say stuff. There's a particular general in this that I think is meant to be very funny, but might be very funny because the jokes or the way her dialogue is scripted or what her character is doing is actually genuinely so over the top. It is funny.
Do not be swayed by their cute demeanor and chubby cheeks.
And then there's the adventure of these babies that, you're the babysitter, this kid who is a gamer, and he has to look after them. And as you see their powers evolve, you have to protect from the big overlord. I think that's a lot of fun. The thing is, there's this weird underlining theme to this film about like almost having a go at gamers. So this kid is this gamer, and this girl that has her life mapped out for her. And although it eventually comes into play that he can use his brain in the real world, it feels like they're kind of having a go at gamers. And I feel like that was a weird tack to have with this film. Especially as there's a generation from young to old that are gamers from any variety. It's one of the biggest markets in the world that we have at the moment. Entertainment medium, the mixing of the formats from a game to film to TV is all kind of in that genre. It's so epic now. It seems like a weird thing to like, oh, only kids, young kids that like to play games too much and need to, and what's too much? I guess that's dependent on every person. Need to step out of that and come into the real world. And I thought it was a shame that they focused a lot on that. Anyway, that's a side tangent that was just my personal feelings on it. I thought, okay, I'm just going to put that aside. What I thought was actually it's really enjoyable. If you need a good family animated film that has quite a bit of laughs, that is enjoyable, that ticks all the boxes, but you've seen it before, then you're going to enjoy it. So I think the voice work was pretty good. I like the interactions between the main protagonists, when it's between the babies, when it's between the young teen, when it's the girl that is like really super smart. There's not massively like three-dimensional one-dimensional characters. Yeah, there's no like really massive growth from each of the characters, and I don't know why you'd expect that in a film like this. It's just a fun adventure thrill ride that sees you from A to B that you can watch with your family and just enjoy. And it's pretty tame in the terms of you. There's nothing really that's going to scare anyone, I think, unless it's like really young babies. I think it's funny, tongue-in-cheek, and has something for everyone. So I'm going to give this a B-. Thanks for watching this review. Let me know in the comments below. Have you seen this? Have you heard about it? I didn't even know it was coming until I saw it a couple of days ago. So I do love me some anime, some animation. So whenever there is that, I like to check it out. We've got lots coming out today because it's Friday and Netflix tend to drop so much content. We've already had Project Power on there, so do check out our review for that. Chat to me in the comments, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.